We start with page 7, question 6. We are continuing with GST now. So in question number 6, we are given a manufacturer marks a mobile for rupees 6,000. He sells it to a wholesaler at a 25% discount. So manufacturer, first there is one mark price. The mark price is not going to keep changing. Different people in between may give different discounts to whoever they buy, whoever they are going to sell it to. So the mark price of this mobile is rupees 6,000. He sells it to wholesaler at 25% discount. So we are writing discount given by manufacturer is 25% of 6,000, which is 1,500. So that sale price of manufacturer and cost price of wholesaler will be this mark price minus the discount. So 6,000 minus 1,500 or 4,500 is the SP of manufacturer. So sale price of manufacturer is rupees 4,500 and that is the cost price of wholesaler. Now see, remember one thing, when you have to find VAT paid by wholesaler, the wholesaler is in between in the chain. You will have to find first what is the profit made by the wholesaler. So on that profit in this sum, 12% VAT is paid. So profit made by wholesaler will be SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price. Now in this case, the wholesaler is not going to sell the item at 4,500. His cost price is 4,500. When you read the further the sum, it tells the wholesaler sells it to a retailer at 20% discount. So wholesaler is not giving 25% discount. The wholesaler is selling it to retailer. So sale price of wholesaler or cost price of retailer, that's the same. That is mark price 6,000 minus 20% discount on this mark price. So 1,200 rupee discount. So rupee 4,800 is the cost price of retailer, which is also the sale price of wholesaler, because wholesaler is selling it to retailer. So sale price of wholesaler and the cost price of retailer is same, that is rupees 4,800. So what is the profit made by the wholesaler? Here you have the cost price and here you have the sale price. So from that we see that the wholesaler's profit is SP minus CP 4,800 rupees minus 4,500 rupees. So the wholesaler made a 300 rupee profit, and on that 300 rupee profit he is paying 12% tax or GST to the government. So 12% of 300, that is rupees 36, is the tax paid by wholesaler to government. Remember, tax, when they say what is the GST paid by wholesaler, it means wholesaler to government. It is understood. So you have to understand that when they ask you what is the GST paid by wholesaler, it means what is the GST paid by wholesaler to government. So 12% of wholesaler's profit, not the cost price, not the selling price. On the profit, GST is paid. So 36 rupees, because 300 was the profit, 4,800 minus 4,500. Next they have asked you, second part of the same question, what is the GST paid by the retailer? So you need to find what is the SP of the retailer. You have already found CP of retailer. Question clearly says the retailer or shopkeeper, retailer another word is shopkeeper, he is selling it to customer at the mark price. So he is not giving a discount, he is selling it at the mark price, that is at rupees 6,000. So when he is selling it at mark price or rupees 6,000, so he is getting a profit of 6,000 SP minus 4,800 CP. So he is making a profit of 1,200 rupees. So the retailer's profit is 1,200. So on that 1,200 rupee profit, he pays 12% GST. So 12% of 1200, that is rupees 144 GST is paid by the retailer to the government. So this is how the sum works. So you have to find the profit in each stage. Mark this sum is very important because this is not a tough sum, it is simple and it is based on what generally this sort of questions are asked in the boards. Earlier this chapter was called VAT and similar sums were there in VAT. So this is a very simple sum. In each stage, if they ask you what is the GST paid by wholesaler, then you will have to find wholesaler's profit. GST will be paid to the government based on his profit. Retailer, how much retailer profit he got, on that he will pay GST to government. So please note this down in your long books. And when you do the homework, there will be similar sums which you have to refer and try the homework. So copy this down. We will go on to the next sum, seventh one. Yeah, in the seventh question, again a similar question like the sixth question. You are given that manufacturer sells the article with mark price 2000. So mark price is 2000. He sells it to a wholesaler at a 20% discount. So manufacturer is giving 20% on 2000 or 400 rupee discount and he is giving it to wholesaler. So manufacturer's sale price and wholesaler's cost price, it's the same. It is mark price minus this discount. So 2000 minus 400, 1600 rupee. So wholesaler's cost price is 1600, call that as equation 1. Like I told you, wholesaler how much GST he will pay, that all depends on his profit. So you need to find out his cost price and next is his sale price. After that it is given the wholesaler sells it to a retailer at 10% discount on MP. So MP is not changing, MP is fixed. On the mark price, wholesaler is giving only 10% discount. So 2000 minus 10% of 2000, that is 1800. So he is selling it, wholesaler sale price and retailer's cost price is the same, that will be rupees 1800. So you know retailer's cost price and wholesaler's sale price. So wholesaler made a profit of 200 rupee. This is his SP minus this is a CP. So now retailer is selling it to a customer at the mark price. That means he is selling it at 2000. So retailer's profit would be this SP minus CP, that is 2000 minus 1800 or 200 rupee. So now in the question it is given that the wholesaler pays 24 rupees GST. So you don't know what is the percentage, but it is given that wholesaler is giving 24% rupees as GST. So we use the formula GST paid by wholesaler, which is 24 rupees, is the percentage GST, which we don't know, which we have to find, upon 100 into who paid the GST, wholesaler. So wholesaler's profit. So what is the wholesaler's profit? It is wholesaler's SP minus wholesaler's CP. So wholesaler's SP is 1800 and wholesaler's CP is 1600. From where did you get this? From equation 1 and 2. So therefore you get this is 200. So when you cross multiply, 100 goes on top, 2400, 200 comes down. So you will get the GST is 12%. That means that in this full sum the GST rate is 12%. Now they have asked you how much is the GST paid by the retailer to the government. See, I told you the word government will not be added. They will just tell you how much is the GST paid by retailer. So it's understood that it is GST paid by retailer to government. So retailer's profit we have to find. So retailer's SP 2000 minus retailer's CP 1800. So on that 200 rupees, 12%. So rupees 24 is the GST paid by retailer to government. That is your answer 2. And finally they have asked you that if you or me go to the shop and buy it from the retailer, how much money will we have to pay? How much will the customer have to pay? So customer will pay the sale price of the retailer, plus he will have to pay the entire GST on the entire SP amount, invoice amount, because he is collecting it and he is paying a part of it to the government, and remaining part, as I showed in the flow chart, he will pay the previous person. So in this case, 2000 is the SP plus 12% of 2000. So that is rupees 240 is the GST. So rupees 2240 is what the customer will pay the retailer inclusive of GST. So the customer will pay 240 rupees GST, and the total price would be SP of retailer plus GST, so 2240. This is how a typical sum is asked. Yes, in the exam you are not supposed to make any flowchart and explain. You just supposed to explain each step and each part. Generally what is asked in all these chapters is extremely simple sums are asked in the board exams. Please copy it down. We will go to the next sum, question 8. I would suggest that after you do copy the all classwork sums, just keep the finished tutorial textbook in front of you and try to do the same classwork sums once without looking, so that you know where you are going wrong and what you are taking wrong, before you sit for the Zoom session where we will do some of the homework sums. So make sure that you do that with the classwork sums so that the Zoom session becomes better. So now in the 8th question is based on profit. It's a different type of sum. In this you are given that the person is making a profit at each stage. In the previous sums, 2 sums, it was given that discount was given. So you calculated discount as a percentage of the mark price, and then you found what was retailer's profit, what was wholesaler's profit. That's what you did in the previous 2 sums. Now 8th sum says a manufacturer sells a TV set for rupees 20,000 to a wholesaler, and the wholesaler sells it to a retailer at a profit of 10%. So manufacturer's SP is wholesaler's CP. So wholesaler's CP is rupees 20,000. Now wholesaler's selling price is retailer's CP, the next person in the line. So it is given the retailer sells it to customer. So retailer is buying it at 15% profit. So wholesaler's SP will be retailer's CP plus retailer is making 10% profit. Wholesaler is making 10% profit on his sale, on this price, on the cost price. So on this 20,000, he will make 10% profit. So wholesaler will sell it to retailer at 22,000. So manufacturer sold it at 20,000 and the wholesaler brought it from him at 20,000. So cost price of wholesaler is 20,000. But wholesaler is going to sell it to the retailer after making 10% profit on the cost price. So he is selling it at 22,000. So what is the gain or profit? Another word for profit is gain. SP of wholesaler minus CP of wholesaler will be the gain made by the wholesaler, and on that gain the wholesaler will pay 28% tax. In this sum the tax rate is 28%. So 28% on the gain, that is 28% of 2,000 rupees, 560 is the GST paid by wholesaler. That is answer 1. First question was what is GST paid by wholesaler to government. So on this profit of 2,000 he is paying 28%. So 560 rupees. Next question asked is price paid by retailer inclusive of tax. So retailer's cost price 22,000. Retailer's cost price plus on that 22,000 full 28% tax. Please note, the question asked here is not how much VAT or how much GST the retailer gave the government. If that was the question, then you would have found retailer's profit, and on his profit he pays 28%. That is not the question like in the previous two sums. In this question, unlike this also, what has been asked is the price paid by retailer including tax. So his cost price, the retailer's cost price 22,000 plus on the 22,000 the bill which is raised by the previous person, that is the wholesaler, will indicate 22,000 plus GST of 28% on that 22,000. So 22,000 plus 6160. That is, he is going to charge 28,160. Yes, of course, of this, the 6160, some amount of it is paid by him, by the wholesaler to the, by the retailer to the wholesaler. Wholesaler will give a part of that to the government, and the remaining he will pay the manufacturer. If you have confusion, go back to the start of the chapter, the previous video, where the chart was explained. So as per the chart, the manufacturer is selling it to wholesaler, the wholesaler is selling it to retailer. So now in this stage, the retailer is giving 6,160 rupees GST to the wholesaler. So the wholesaler is getting 6160, but we have said the GST given to government by wholesaler is only rupees 560. So is the remaining money 5,600 rupees GST kept by the wholesaler in his pocket? No. Wholesaler cannot collect 6160 and give only 560 rupees. The remaining money he would have paid the manufacturer in the bill. So the remaining is 6160 minus 560, that is 5,600 rupees would have been paid as GST to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer would have paid that 5,600 rupees to the government. So remember that chart, but you don't have to make any chart in this. This is just for you to understand, because when you are solving, you will feel that this person collected 6160 or there is 560. Why is he doing that? The wholesaler paid only 560 rupees, and then why is this fellow, the wholesaler, getting 6160? 6160 he got and he paid 560, but he had already paid 5,600 to manufacturer. All those questions were not asked, so we didn't have to find. So you don't have to go as per the flowchart, though flowchart was very easy to understand the steps. Now you just have to find the answer of the bill paid by the retailer. So retailer CP, which you just found 22,000, plus 28% of that 22,000, which is 6160. So the retailer, including GST, he pays the wholesaler 28,160 rupees. This is answer 2. Third question asked is, how much is the total GST received by the government? So to find that, first of all, you need to find the customer's cost price. Cost price of customer, because I told you, finally, when it is the last sale, it comes to the customer. Retailer will give it to the customer. And finally, the entire GST, whatever the government got, it is actually paid by customer to shopkeeper. And then the distribution happens in different ways, because each person's profit was there in between. So we need to find what is the cost price of customer. For that, we have to go back and see what is the profit made by the retailer. The retailer's cost price was 22,000, and on this 22,000 he is making 15% profit. Given in the question, retailer makes 15% profit, of course. On what price? On his cost price. So he charges 3,300 rupees extra. So the final sale price of retailer is 25,300 rupees. So on this 25,300 rupees, the customer will pay 28% GST. The customer has to pay 28% of 25,300, that is rupees 7,084 rupees, as GST. Now on that price, 7,084 rupees, which is the total GST. This is the answer 3. This is the total GST received by government. There may be different branches and offshoots like this, but the total GST received by government will be 7,084, which is paid by the customer. So last question, fourth part, asks this: what is the final price paid by customer? Final price paid by customer will be retailer's SP 23,500 plus this what you calculated, the customer's GST, that is 28% of 25,300. So you have to add 25,300 and 7084. So he pays 32,384. This is the final price paid by the customer to the government. So if you carry forward this sum and just see the rest of the sum, of course first you copy this, then you can understand the flow chart. The retailer is now going to sell it to customer. So when the retailer sells it to customer, what is the GST paid by customer to retailer? He paid 7,084 rupees. Out of that 7,084, 6,160 retailer has already paid the wholesaler. So the remaining, that is 7,084 minus 6,160, that much GST, 924 rupees GST is paid by retailer to government. So if you even add it this way, 5,600 manufacturer gave, 560 rupees the wholesaler gave, and retailer gave 924. If you add these three also, it will amount to the GST, that is 7,084, which is paid by customer to government. But of course, this flow chart is just for your understanding. In the exam, you don't make all this flow chart. Right now, it is just for you to understand how the flow of the sum took place. So write that is how the flow of the sum took place. This is GST paid by customer. On the final price, that is customer's cost price, the GST is paid. So those are the different parts of this particular 8th sum. Copy it down, we'll do the 9th sum. See the 9th question, quite similar to the 8th question. In the 9th question, a wholesaler buys a TV from a manufacturer at rupees 25,000. So manufacturer's SP and wholesaler CP is rupees 25,000. Very clear in that. He marks the price of the TV at 20% above his cost price. So he has made a new mark price for it. He is marking it 20% above his cost price. The wholesaler is doing this. 25,000 plus 20% extra. So 25,000 plus 5,000. So the new mark price of the TV is 30,000. So that is one of the answers. The first answer asked, what is the mark price of the TV? So after buying it from the manufacturer, the wholesaler is making the mark price. He is making it 20% extra over his cost. So that is, on that he is marking it at 30,000. But read further. That's the first answer. So that first answer is over. So after that it says, the wholesaler sells it to a retailer at 10% discount. So even though he marked it at 30,000, he is not selling it at 30,000. He is giving a 10% discount on this price to the retailer. So wholesaler is selling to retailer. So wholesaler sale price and retailer's cost price will be this mark price minus the 10% discount. So 30,000 minus 3,000, 27,000 rupees is the wholesaler sale price and retailer's cost price. Now they have asked you, what is the retailer's cost price including tax? So he is paying 27,000, but on top of that This is only the cost price. The cost price does not include the tax. He is paying tax extra. 27,000 plus 28% is the tax rate in the sum. So 28% of 27,000. So 7,560. So 34,560 is the price paid by retailer including GST. So this price paid by retailer including GST is not same as retailer's cost price, because cost price does not include the GST. In none of the sums cost price included the GST. So the price paid by retailer including VAT or GST is 27,000 plus 7,560, that is 34,560. Now you are asked, last part of the question, GST paid by wholesaler means how much GST wholesaler gave the government. So to find that, you have to find what is the wholesaler's profit. Wholesaler's sale price was 27,000 and wholesaler's cost price was 25,000. So this difference will give you the profit. Wholesaler's profit is rupees 2,000. So on that 2,000, the wholesaler pays 28% directly to the government. So he pays rupees 560. Wholesaler pays government 560 rupees as GST. So with that we have finished sum number 9. Next we will continue with sum number 10.